Aha!
Hey, we're back!
Alright. Hey, hello. Hi. So I'm Donkey Konga. Hope you all are ready for some Grapple Force Rena.
And I'm Bullet Jill, and I'll be your host for the next 3 runs, I think, by my math.
Alright, well, let's say we get started. So we're gonna be doing the game through the time attack mode, which basically just cuts out a bunch of cutscenes and conversations and makes it all one big run through. So I guess we're ready. It's time to Grapple Force go. Alright, so Grapple Force Rena. So here we are. In this game you got this grapple beam, and that lets you grab onto any surface, and a lot of the movement is just swinging around, building up momentum, trying to go as fast as you can. Oops. And that's the first level. And each level has different objectives and stuff. This one we gotta defeat all the enemies in our hometown. And there's a lot of really cool story and stuff, but we're gonna be skipping all of it, just because it's a speedrun. And right now, the strategy here is, since we gotta kill all the enemies in this area, there's a mini-boss that's here, and if you don't bring some ammo along, then you're gonna have to wait for it to attack first. Where, if you bring some friends around, you can just defeat it as soon as possible. Alright, nice and quick and easy. And a swing. Oops. Eggplant. Alright. Another important strategy is, you always want to throw an enemy against another enemy, just because it's two birds with one stone and all that. And also throwing enemies against each other just does more damage. If you throw them against the ground, it'll take 2 throws. There we go. So the first few levels, the first 2 or 3 worlds are gonna go really fast. Can't really explain everything that's going on, but we made a new friend. Rena's on her way to adventure, leaving town. And this is our new friend Jet, who helps us out by flying. And so grabbing onto all sorts of stuff means you can sort of change your abilities when there's cool stuff to grab. And these statues are... okay, so there's a... We're looking for whoever's attacking our town. Right now that's Commander Herg. And these very tasteful statues is hiding their secret base. So once you uncover almost all of them, that's it. So this level can go very well. There's a quick kill, which is just do this, and try not to lose your ammo. If it hits the ground ever, you'll lose it. Like that. But that's one of the fastest levels if you can get it right, and one of the slowest levels if you do it wrong. And this is the first boss coming in. We got some good luck to start with. You can see their health bar at the top right. Alright, now that that tank's down. That'll be the first boss.
Do you have a moment for a quick donation?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Great. So we actually have one here that I think you might really appreciate. It's from a T. Ashley Jenkins, who says,
Awesome.
"Thank you so much for playing my game. I hope everyone here has as much fun watching this run as I do." And if the chat is unaware, T. Ashley Jenkins is the developer of this game.
That's right. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, so this level is a big old labyrinth, but if you know the right way, it's also just super quick. And now we just have to defeat the Black Knight at their challenge. So we gotta collect all 10 of these tokens, and they're gonna show up exactly in the same spot. But all this pinball stuff flying around means that if you ever touch anything, you're gonna get flung basically completely over the map, so gotta be really careful. And the timer just means when it runs out, you have to fight some enemies. It's not really a big deal, but if you ever see the timer say 31 when I grab one of these, that means I did it perfectly. And I got there right on time, before the timer even started. Just like that. And right here's the last coin. And now we move on to one of the hardest levels, really. We gotta weigh down this big switch. Just collecting all sorts of junk and bringing friends along. So right now I'm just setting up so we can get enough stuff. Oops, these bubble rings are always tricky to grab, even having played this game for many hours. You get down there. This one I gotta throw. Alright. Come get these tasty crystals. Oops, there's one that's up there, that's okay. Okay, oops, this one didn't come. Come on over here, my friends are waiting. There's a blue one up there, yep. Oops, crab. Is that everyone? Nope, get over here. So we're gonna have a party over on the switch here. And as long as everyone's nice and doesn't jump all the time, the door will open. And sometimes the door and all those friends don't like to behave. But right now we're on to one of my favorite levels, which is a really good escort mission. Our friend Percival the Pirate here has gotta get back to the ship. And so you gotta carry him all the way back. And there's a few things, there's a lot of things you can't do while you're carrying something. Which is you can't wall jump, and you can't really throw another grapple beam. But you can throw something, and then instantly wall jump, and then grab it again while it's falling, and throw it again. And make your way up a little shaft like that. Oops. Alright, so this is a bad cycle here, just gotta wait around. Alright, Percival. Oh yeah, and Percival will just decimate anything nearby. Oop. Oops. Come on, Percival. Oops. Yeah, I messed up a little bit there. Just trying to launch myself up a wall like that. Don't fall down. Awesome. And now we're on to the second boss. And this is the only boss in the game. Well, one of the only bosses that you can grab and throw. Okay, yeah, the only boss. While she's casting a spell, you can grab her and chuck her, which is a lot faster than how you normally hurt her, which is just throwing these crystals at her. So we do 4 damage like this. And then after that she gets wise to your schemes, and you gotta use these crystals. There we go. Nice and quick. And that fight can go super poorly if you don't manage everything right. Alright, here we're just gonna take a nice relaxing drive to the desert, and this is a pretty slow part of it, so I'm just gonna... There's definitely time for donations or whatever else.
Excellent. I've got a couple here. So we have $25 from our very own Silverfire, who says,
Nice.
as promised, $1 for every bonk and $10 for getting killed as a result of Couch giving me an item. Put this to naming Alina in Dragon Warrior 4 after me. Thank you so much, Sarah. And then we also have $15 from Sarah and Vea. Hope I'm saying that right. So glad to see Grapple Force Rena finally making an event. Good luck, Don.
Thank you. You're good for a bit longer if you'd like to go more.
Absolutely. So no other new donations, but I do want to go ahead and take this opportunity to remind everyone that you are currently watching Speedrun Ragnarok, and we're proud to benefit Take This again this year. Take This is a mental health nonprofit, and their main mission is to inform the gaming community about mental health issues, provide education on different disorders and prevention techniques, and reduce the overall stigma around mental illness. If you'd like more information, please visit takethis.org.
Cool. Alright, so we're up against another mini-boss here, and this one's a little bit easy, so I brought another friend who will make things a little bit more interesting. Just another obstacle to dodge, because this one just sort of shoots where you're at. It's definitely the easiest mini-boss. There we go. Dang it, I got hit. Oh well. So of all the different stuff you can grab, some of the enemies have some cool stuff with them too. All these enemies with shields, you can steal their shields from them and use them yourself. The repellers, you can use them to boost your jumps. But a lot of that stuff is a little bit too slow, so you won't see all that much of it. Here we're cleaning up the town with Pine. Some big jerk is trying to take over. And Pine, the boss that we just beat up, isn't really a jerk at all. She's just trying to look after us. Oops. She is a jerk sometimes, though, when she steals my kills. I mentioned in the first romp sort of level that the best strategy is to throw one enemy against another, because then they both get defeated. And if Pine takes out one of them, then that can mess you up. Also, it's extremely important to pet the dog at the end of this level. Alright. Here we are. So some of the movement stuff in this game is you jump around and you grapple, but there's also a few more interesting things you can do, like if you shoot a grapple beam at a wall while you're right next to it and then instantly release it, you'll get a short boost of speed, which is perfect for hopping over a wall that's a little bit too high to jump over, and for just giving yourself a little boost where it's really important. So that way we can skip some slower methods of getting around those walls, and in the end it saves a bunch of time to use these little wall boosts. And that'll happen every time you hear like a little boink. Not that kind. Those little boinks are just indication they got one of those boosts. Here we're at Caesar's Palace. We gotta get to the top of this tower because there's a big jerk waiting for us. Oops. Messed up the movement there. And here is the thing I'm worst at in this game, which is you gotta get all these enemies into a hole. And this can be anywhere from instant to taking minutes, but I got that pretty quickly. Alright. Oops. These guys sniping me. Oops. There we go. Oh, and for these dice, you've got to get 7s, lucky 7, as the total of them, but in the speedrun mode, you'll always get that the first time, which is a nice little touch. Here is the boss. This is Caesar. probably one of the hardest bosses, because you're supposed to throw these enemies through portals, but there's some portals that Caesar makes that impossible. And the only other way to hurt this boss is by getting up real close, but also not too close, but also not too far away. Because you gotta do this. And being too close means you'll get hit, and being too far away means you'll get your enemy deflected back at you. So this boss can be a real pain. Yep, so I got a little too close there, so I gotta wait for more ammo. Bomb this time, and that'll do. Okay, onto the fairy forest. And this level, you don't have to do this, but I like... So these fairies are enemies that'll follow you throughout the entire level. And you can shoo them away just by shooting a grapple beam at them, or throwing something at them. But I like just having them around, so we're gonna hope they're nice. And we'll be nice to them back. Thank you, fairies. Just a forewarning that things might get a little bit loud, because each one has a pretty loud magic attack. Yeah. So if you ever wanted to have an army of fairies following you, now you can. Oops. Ah, shoot. And I gotta wait here, get hit. Okay. So I used a boost that lets you get a little bit higher, so I can get up where I needed to be up there, and just get a decent chunk of the map. But that's also really risky, because having a mob of fairies on you like that is, pain. But they were nice. So thank you, fairies. Here we are onto the fairy puzzle. Here in the next level, there's not really all that much happening. It's a good spot for donations and any of that, because there's a big break for here in the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. So actually I have two things to announce. First of all, with the last round of donations, we have met the Lightning Returns incentive to fight Arrow Knight. So that'll be coming up here in, I believe, about 3 or 4 runs right after the Kingdom Hearts run. But also, we have an anonymous donation for $400.
Oh, wow.
With no comment aside from Runner's Choice, which means that we have also now met the Final Fantasy VII Aerith kills Sephiroth incentive. Thank you so much, Anonymous. That is incredibly generous.
That's really, really cool. Thank you.
So let's get some hype in the chat for Anonymous.
And if you got more, keep going. This level is all just an auto-scroller as long as I take care of all these enemies.
That's it for donations for now.
Sweet, alright.
But, so, kind of basic things. For more information about Take This, Take This helps people in the gaming community suffering from mental illness by letting them know they're not alone in their struggles, and there are treatment options out there to help. So again, if you want to learn more, please visit takethis.org.
Alright, I guess I could mention some of the movement tech in this game, because, well, a lot of the times you're just grappling and using intended movement mechanics really well. Some of the side stuff, like getting a boost off the wall by shooting a short beam and then releasing it right away, that stuff, just to demonstrate, you can end up getting a lot of speed and height from that. So being able to use that well means a lot in terms of being able to traverse how you want to in this game. Alright. You can also get a boost off the wall by jumping and then releasing a short grapple on the wall. Oops, I do need to take care of this fairy as well. Come on. There we go. That's why it's not moving. If you do that, you can get a bigger wall jump than expected. And that's also very useful for climbing a little bit higher. So there's just a little bit of movement tech, and it goes a long way, just because you're using it all over the place. But it is a bit tricky to get the hang of. A lot of the game is just using your grapple really well, and holding on to your momentum. Because it's easy to build speed a lot of the time, it's just hard to hold on to that speed. Alright. And here we have someone helping us. Some jerk helping us out with some portals. We gotta get to the top of this tower because there's a jerk waiting for us there. And I just used a little bit of tech to turn around so I get knocked the way I want to go instead of the opposite way. Just a little thing that helps save time. And there will be more fairies in this abandoned tower. Just in case you were wondering. Ah, dang it. That enemy's too close to the stump, so I can't use it as a platform. That's okay. So as long as you go fast enough, the fairies don't really bother you. Oops. But if you do slow down for whatever reason, they can take you out. Usually they'll go after enemies too, but they don't really have a preference versus enemies and you. If you're around, they'll shoot at you. And these soldiers with swords here are the worst because they'll almost never miss. You can't run by them without taking them out. And at the top of this, we've got a mini-boss. Just a bunch of fairies hanging out in the possessed husk of the Forgotten Conqueror. But we got a quick kill. That's one. Come on. Thank you. And now we gotta wait until this next attack happens. And that'll skip a big, slow attack in this phase, and ensure that this boss just slams the ground again. That's a nice quick kill. And here we are. Everything's fine. So this level we gotta climb down this whole tower we just climbed up. Things are a little bit scary though. And everything's so close quarters, it's hard to build any speed. Also, these big red chunks will hurt you if you touch them, and also you can't grapple on them at all. They'll eat your grapple beam. So it's okay to take a bit of damage here, but you want to hold on to some health at the end, because there's some time you can save by having health. Like this. And this. Alright, and that's the end of World 4. World 5, we got we need a... I'm not really sure what we're doing, but we made a friend. Paya, who's waiting over in the middle, wants us to collect these good bits. So our friend, Scoops, that's what these ones are called, they can pick up and throw stuff, so we're gonna enlist their help. Thank you, Scoops. Alright, thank you very much, Scoops. Just gotta fill this card up. Alright, so now we're up pretty high. It's hard to climb up here, and it's very easy to fall, so I'm gonna be careful. So that should get them all where we need it. Oh, one left. Get over here. Alright, And now our friend Paya brought us over here to where this big dang keyhole. We're looking for where they're making all these soldiers. And... oh. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there just because I had to focus on this boss, but this big door has 3 power generators to it, and the top one there has a mini-boss. So there's 2 left. And then we'll see what's on the other side of that door. So that one has a mini-boss, but the other 2 just have tons of monsters. And this one, you just combo. That's all you need to do. And monsters, when you grab them and throw them, as long as you don't touch the ground again, you can pick it back up. So, any sort of monster works to combo. Alright, this last one. Alright, and not too much happens for a while, so if you got any donations, that'd be good.
Thanks. No donations currently, but I will just point out to everybody, if you're not sure who the RPG Valkyries are, the RPG Valkyries are an inclusive group of female and femme-leaning speedrunners who all love and run RPGs. If you'd like to join their Discord, please use !Discord for the link in chat. Discord is open to all people and all genders, so don't worry.
Oops. Alright, so you won't actually see what's behind that door in this run, but we found the location of this fortress where they're making all these hollow soldiers, or these robot friends, and we want to find out who's making all these, who's creating this big old army, and take them out. Alright. And here you have to prove that you're a robot. Awesome, thank you very much. Oops. You can also trick these ones too. It's really easy to get hit, so thank you. There we go. Now we gotta collect a few more keys. Here's some more some more scoops that are not so friendly, because they want us to explode. And all these explosives lying around means if we go too fast, we actually end up in trouble. And when you get hit in this game, there's like 2 different types of being hit. There's like a weak hit and a strong hit. If you get weak hit, you can sort of recover really quickly, but if you get strong hit, you gotta sit there, lay on the ground, and face your shame. And those explosions are definitely strong hits that knock you out for a few seconds. Hey. There we are. Alright, great job, Rena. But now she's in some trouble. So you might recognize Pine from the second boss. And we get to run around as her and save our friend. She's got all this magic, and she's not all that great at moving around. So we gotta optimize as much little movement as possible. I think this is a really fun section where you just sort of swap characters for a bit. And she's got a whole set of magic you can use. But not all of it's all that fast. We're just using the slowest, or the fastest, weakest stuff. Flying around, double jumping. And we want to attack, thank you, Soups. We want to attack in the opposite direction that we're being hit. Like, we want to attack to the left if we're getting hit. Oh, wait. Yeah, we want to face backwards, basically, so we get hit forwards. That's gonna happen a lot as Pine. Yeah, we'll just be running around as Pine for a while. If any more donations popped up, that'd be good.
Yep, looks like we have $20 from Chess with 2 exclamation points, so I guess it's very excited. Chess says, good event! Good charity! Thanks, everyone! There are a lot of exclamation points there.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Chess. So yeah, some of these areas, as Pine, it's very difficult to avoid being hit. So you just want to prepare to be hit by turning around. And you can turn around by attacking in a direction. Just wherever your mouse is where you swing. Ah, dang it, I missed this. This lift is the only way up, really. Climbing the sides here isn't really possible, because you'll almost always get shot down. There we go. That's one key. So we're gonna set something up. Something strange. Something that Pine can do is... I'm gonna put that key down there. Then we're gonna take this key, slap it right on top of that other one, and now I've got 2 keys. 1, 2. That's a tech that we recently showed the creator, Tim Ashley Jenkins, about, and they freaked out. And I'm like, okay, well, this is still staying in the game because it's cool. And that's real good. Okay, so this is actually one of my favorite bosses. This boss has a bunch of different weapons and attacks, and normally, when you're not a speedrunner, so you know how to break everything, when you're not a speedrunner, normally this boss will learn based on the attacks you use, and will make it much harder to fight them as the battle goes on. So when they're down to like 1 health left, it's almost impossible. You gotta use your wits. But you can also just do that, which is trickier than it looks, because getting over those portals is pretty rough, actually. But now we saved Rena, and there's a bunch of friends here that have teamed up to assault the human capital. Got some fairy friends. We've got Jet from before. There's Pine. There's one straggler here. Thanks for the lift, Jet. We've got Caesar creating portals. No big deal, just assaulting the human kingdom. Human capital, just because the leader there is trying to seize power. Alright. And this level you gotta be really careful about just taking damage everywhere. It adds up, and you have to manage a bunch of chaos, because you're going to get hit. Like that. So that was a strong hit, I can't get back up until now. Other than all the chaos happening, there's nothing really much to say. So, anything else? Donations and all that? That'd be perfect time.
No new donations, but I do want to just point out a couple of the upcoming incentives. Now that we've met some of the more immediate ones, we do have the Zelda 2 Adventure of Link incentive. We're at $5 out of 200, which will make Must Be Tuesday play some additional music, some songs that aren't really from Zelda 2 during that run, including the Link to the Past Castle theme and Ocarina of Time's Gerudo Valley. That is an incentive that I would love to see met, because that is great, and I just want to hear Must Be Tuesday always play Gerudo Valley. I just want them to walk around and play it.
Dang it, no more. Ooh, we're actually low on health. I'm gonna heal up just to be safe here. Thank you, the Black Knight. Uh-oh. My cat is actually here to play. Okay, so if our friend Jet comes back, then we can take out the mini-boss that comes up, really easily. So come on, Jet. Come back. Ah, dang it. You're ready for this. So kitty, get out of here. Alright, that's that level. Now here we gotta clean up the town again. But this time there's human guards all over the place. All we really need to take care of is these hollow soldiers. Hollows, these little robot friends, including the fish. Fish are fish robots too. But also the humans, the human enemies are some of the toughest enemies. If they want to hit you, they'll hit you. Uh-oh. That's a little hairy. One more hit. There we go. There we are. Alright, we're coming into the last levels here. It's 6-3, and 6-4 is the last sort of real level, and 6-5 is the final boss. Oh no, okay. For this level we gotta make our way through this airship labyrinth, and the easiest way is to go under the whole thing. But it also means that if you fall, you're just falling into the infinite void. It's not ideal. Also not very fast. But if you go below the ship, you can get to the end really, really quickly. Alright. And this boss, it seems like there's not too much going on, but playing this game casually and trying to find out how to dodge all this stuff, I actually died quite a few times. As a speedrunner, you know what to do. That said, well, there's not that much going on. It's a good time for donations. Also, the next level is also pretty intense, so I've got to focus for that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a $10 donation from Alex B with no comment, except for Runner's Choice. Since we met the original Runner's Choice, I'll get with you after the run to
Right, yeah, I'll figure out what to do with that afterwards.
Yeah. And then, just to, again, to kind of toss out another incentive call-out, we also have the Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan Fighting Super Saiyan Vegeta coming up. That is currently at $5 out of $150. That's another great incentive I would personally love to see met. So if you guys are looking to donate, there's a lot of great incentives you can put towards to make our runners give you even more great content. It's incredible to believe that we're already halfway to our goal, and this is still the first 24 hours.
That's great, yeah. Alright, we're on to the final level here, and this is definitely the hardest level. It's a big old gauntlet of everything else you see in the game thrown at you, so you'll see stuff from all over the place. You'll see those bubble rings from the second world, you'll see the desert riders from the third world, all sorts of stuff. And this also has the hardest trick in the game basically coming up, which is combining a bunch of different speed tech to jump a little bit higher than you're supposed to skip a decent chunk of this map. Oof. I got it, but then I let go. Seriously? Okay, the backup for this is fine as well. Even getting this a third try is a nice time save, and then fourth try you're about even. There we go. So that lets you skip a decent chunk, because you gotta go all the way around, and then all the way around again, normally. With that, you're just skipping right to the end here. It's a really difficult one to pull off, so I'm glad I got it. Oops. Come on. There we go. And now we've got another familiar-looking elevator. And here's our old friend Belle from the Fairy Forest. They got a new job over here. We're just gonna chill a little bit. Get our breath back. Now's also a good time for donations, because we're just waiting in this elevator.
Absolutely. Again, no new donations right now, but if people are looking to support Take This and get some sweet Speedrun Ragnarok swag, you can order one of our official shirts, ! Merch in chat. We'll give you the links to our listings on Teespring. And the design is fantastic, and I know I personally have ordered a couple of things already.
Alright, well I attempted a very cool mushroom boost there. Did not quite go that well. That's alright. You can build an inordinate amount of speed just on those mushrooms, if you grapple them the right way. And that's the best spot to show it off, but maybe next time I'll get it. So here, prove we're a robot. Thank you. And make our way through these guards. And since guards are the scariest unit in the game, take them out so they don't chop us down. And make our way into the final boss right here. And this boss, both in the speedrun and normally playing, is the hardest boss in the game, so I'm gonna have to stop messing around and focus a bit. Oh no, not the shield. So you gotta wait until this staff is ready to fire, then you can launch it back at them. Oops. And until then, just dodge everything you can. It's a good idea to wait for them to start casting first before you try attacking, otherwise you'll probably miss. Not another shield. That ghost sword. Shield. Alright, now the boss is down to the last 2 health. They'll always use this meteor. And you can take one, throw it right back at them. Once this final hit connects, that's gonna be it. But it's a little hard to get that. So we'll see how well I do. Also, nope. Come on, I know how to fight this boss. There we go, and that is time. Alright, there you have it. That is Grapple Force Rena. Yeah, it's a pretty good run. It's a lot of fun. The world record is 39:56, which I did a few days ago preparing for this run. But yeah, if you're interested in checking out this game or playing it, you can check out the Grapple Force Discord. All that stuff. Yeah, sorry, just to shamelessly plug everything. But yeah, it would be great to see more people playing this game. Alright, what else? Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for showcasing that for us. Can we get either another round of GGs or some hype for Dawn in the chat? And did you have any shoutouts or anything you want to do? Any thank you? Don't want to put you on the spot.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, nothing like that, but yeah, thanks for having me on. It was a lot of fun. And yeah. That's basically it. My kitty here is happy too. Okay.
Well, thank you again. And I hope everybody really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun to watch.